Yeah, that was... I don't know what that was. Yeah, I don't know. Stuff and things. And things and stuff. I won, though.
Good to see you, Archon. You know, I'd say our work is progressing quite nicely. There's still time left, but even if Mother were to arrive tomorrow, I think she'd be impressed. Isn't it a bit early to be saying that? The work needs to be finished before she comes back. We'd have a hard time convincing your mother with the place as it is now. Of course, the Castellum is no longer under threat of demolition, and the Griffin statues are very nice, but it's still more or less the same as when we arrived. What about the old storerooms we converted into overnight lodgings?
Night, Ravelli. Sleep well.
Yes, and I was just getting to that. As you doubtless know from personal experience, Archon, this whole area is crawling with dangerous creatures, many of which are more active at night. Adventurers and soldiers can hold their own against them, but merchants and returning refugees are easy targets. We'll be seeing a lot more of them now that the Garleans have withdrawn. That's why I suggest that we put down some beds in the old storerooms. I haven't actually had a look yet, but I'm sure Alpa took care of it. There are probably a few things that need improving, though. If we actually ask someone who's actually spent the night here, we can get their opinion. The visitor from Garabanya who slept here should still be about. Why don't you start with him?
What do you think of the beds?
Can I help you? Having stayed overnight in our lodgings, would you say you slept well?
Wasn't expecting to find anywhere to stay, and I was full glad to be offered shelter. Otherwise, I've been traveling in the dark with only the beast breathing down my neck to keep me warm. Having said that, I think it's a bit soon to be calling them lodgings. Would appreciate something to lie on besides the floor.
Floor? I'd heard that travelers prefer to sleep in proper beds, so I had some brought over from Viranilia.
A bed? I didn't see anything like that.
No, but you did give them something to sleep on, didn't you? Of course I did. It would be quicker if I just showed you. Wait here. That's it. Put it down over there.
Yes, Captain.
Had one of these in your room, didn't you?
I did. Do you mean to say I'm supposed to sleep on that?
Allow me to demonstrate.
Yeah, it works for a snake lady.
See? This is how we Ananta go to sleep. We just coil up like this and we're perfectly comfortable. You skelly-pitted imbecile. Do you think we can just coil up like that? Get up, would you? Fine.
I'll help you, Captain Alpa. And on that note, I bid you all farewell.
It's partly my fault, I suppose. Should have made sure that Alpa knew what a guest room actually is first. To be honest, it's been a while since I stayed in a decent inn myself, so I'm probably not in any position to give proper advice. Any thoughts?
Head to a village with one and ask around.
Come to think it, there are several inns for travelers in Alagiri. Good idea. We might find someone who can come here to tell us what this place is missing. Let's head to the inns in Aligiri. Yes, let's. Aligiri... a different zone. A zone that I can't fly in. That's on accommodation. Sorry, I'm needed here for the time being. Maybe worth asking around though. Be getting back to there soon enough. I'm gonna go all the way to Castle Valladina. I'd love to help, but I got my hands full here as it is. The last person should be over there. Lodging, say? You ought to try asking people who used to work in Goodblade. Of course, it's not more than rubble now, so the older residents are looking to apply their trades elsewhere. A bloke called Gales used to run an inn in there, and he took pride in his work. You should find him still moping around here. They can't all be busy, can they? Did you find anyone? A man named Gales. And he was an innkeeper? Perfect. Let's go and look for him. Can I at least get mounted up? What are you doing up here? Brings you to Goodblade, or rather what's left of it. You want to run our inn? Oh, I see. You say my advice might prove beneficial? It's very kind of you to ask, but I should warn you. Failure seems to follow me everywhere I go. He's a ray of sunshine, isn't he? Since the fall of Goodblade, I've tried working elsewhere. Never seems to last long because everyone takes such a disliking to me. Can't say I blame them. No good to anyone. Heard you were a first-rate innkeeper. You should put that experience to good use by helping us. If you say so. I'm just worried that I'll go all the way to the Castellum only for you to change your minds and turn me away. It'll just be my luck. Couldn't do that. We need you. Let's head for the Castellum. I'll explain more on the way. And back to the Castellum. Okay, Gales. You want to run the inn? Oh, you scrawny little turd. Are these supposed to be guest rooms? It's an insult. It's something amiss, Gales. You're bloody right something's amiss. Why would anyone torture themselves by sleeping in this shithole? But that's not fit for a chocobo. That's another thing. What are the chocobos meant to say? So this is why he has trouble keeping a job. Alright, Gales. I hear you loud and clear. Do whatever it takes to turn this place around. You don't bugger all about how to treat guests, but you've got the right attitude. Let's get to work. Like I was saying, it's nothing for chocobos at all. So we'll start with that. We just need a stable and troughs for food and water. Oi, you, over there. Is there any wood or metal we can use? Not really, no. I know a few places we might be able to get some, though. I'll arrange to have some timber collected. Rock on.
There should be some piles of scrap metal over at Castellum Corvi. Don't worry, I'm not expecting you to lug it back here by yourself. The other keepers can take care of that. I just need you to prepare it for transport. You should have a Merid crush it underfoot to break it into smaller pieces. If you speak with Dakshina, she should be able to get one ready. She's just outside the gate. You mean elephant? Wish to ride the Merid? For what purpose? I see. Crushing their fused steel plates should pose no difficulty for a Merid. They're even stronger than they look. Should you be separated from the Merid, it will return to me of its own volition. Once the work is complete, you may dismount it as you please. Oh, the elephant can fly. That's helpful. Steppies. Strength. Wouldn't want to get on a Merid's bad side, that's for sure. Who carried the scrap to Castan Valenina? You get in and wait with Gale and the others. Do I have to? Gale's kind of an asshole. Everyone keeps inviting me to help them, and then when I go to help them, they tell me to leave, and I can't figure out why. Clearly I have bad luck. You're back. Where's the scrap? It'll be here soon. Can't wait. Like the best bloody chocobo stables you've ever bloody seen. But first, I'll get Alpa to make some beds. And if she buggers it up, I'll have her guts for guard. Gale? So, what do you think? Not bad, eh? I made all the sheets myself, too. Weaving is another specialty of the Ananta, you know. Compared to the headdresses and clothing we usually make, this was simple. To be honest, there's no point in having a skill if you don't know what to do with it. That's why I'm glad Gales is here. I'd be lost without his advice. I'm equally clueless when it comes to the Ananta. I've lived in Garabanya my whole life and I know next to nothing about them. We have our differences, but we share a common tongue. We can learn a lot from each other. Yes, I think so too. Really made a difference here, Archon. I'm sure I'll need your help when more people start passing through our gates. That reminds me, I should try out one of the new beds. When I first met Alpa and heard she was captain of the Veladina Gatekeepers, I didn't know what to expect. It was worth the journey, though. Glad he's calmed down a bit. Ah, I guess it's not as sturdy as it looks. I just hope her mother doesn't show up now. Would have been a good blade, I thought it was finished. If asked me to come here, it could be the fresh I've been looking for. As long as you don't blow it by being a dick. Chocobo Stables, built. Inn, built. Couch, / bed built. Guest rooms have been added to Castellum Villadina. Station up. Respected. Normal stuff. What do you got this time? Still false nails. Stuffed Ananta. Got a new emote and a new orchestrion roll. Yeah. Yeah. That's better. Well, that's an interesting emote. Okay. What do we got? Funnels and games, a swarm welcome, keeping an eye off things. This one I've done before. These two I haven't. Lands are feel for creatures. Just when you think the way is clear, suddenly the ground erupts beneath you and you're caught in the grip of crushing mandibles. Such has been the fate of far too many travelers bound for the Castellum. Soldiers and merchants both. Captains have given us orders to slay these vile ambushers on sight. That is part of the problem. We never see them unless they wish to be seen. There are other lands out there, but a few in particular become skilled at preying upon our travel routes. Though these are the ones I wish you to kill. Go to Pike Falls and wander alone amongst the rocks. You need make no special effort to find your targets. They will find you. And a swarm welcome. Ah, just the strider I wanted to see. We have soldiers out on a joint training exercise, and they've sent a request for aid. As matters stand, you'll be needing a griffin to render the necessary assistance. Giff will explain the situation. Then we've got ants in the pants. Up Sheet Creek, and let there be lard. Now that you've grown accustomed to riding merits, there's a task I would ask of you. We have been suffering an outbreak of ants. They are drawn to kitchen scraps from the lodgings, and are causing our patrons no end of grief, getting into their unmentionables along with other unpleasant places. If we're to have any respite from these pests, you must strike them at their nest. I would have you do the honors upon one of our trusty Marids. Speak with Dakshina, our Marid Keep. She will furnish you with further instructions. Up Sheet Creek. Simple though our lodgings may be, running it has been anything but. Laundry, in particular, has been the bane of my existence. This filthy bedsheet, for instance. Just looking at it makes me want to collapse into a weeping heap. Might I prevail upon you to wash it in my stead? For the location, I would recommend Mirage Creek. The waters there are gentle and pristine. When Soul Sheep is clean, bring it back and I shall see to the drying. Okay. You are the light that guides us, comrade. As such, I would have you prepare the lamps we use for night patrol. Is that funny? I tried to jest as you striders do. Jests aside, I need you to hunt Sakosuchus and harvest their lard. 2 pails worth should suffice. Here, take these cuts of gazelle meat and lay them along the Villadina River. The smell should lure out the greediest, fattest creatures. so GIF. Nearland, how are you, lad? I don't know what Shauna's told you, but it seems our fighters are being swarmed by tiny Vilekin. Actual swarms of them. I don't know what our folk did to annoy them. Once those pests get riled up, there's no shooing them away. Plan is for you to fly a griffin over to Virjala and have it disperse those biting buggers with a good buffet from its wings. Once you're done, you can hop off wherever you please. Griffin's trained to return to me after the rider dismounts. Might be easiest if you report directly to Ashana, of course. Okay. Swarm Welcome is over this way. Two spots with it. Very well. Not close enough? Fine. Why did you... Oh, they're gone. Thank Relgar. And thank you. If you hadn't come, my comrade here would have been bitten and stung to death. Hey, not exactly the kind of training I signed up for. Best find a new place to spar. Spawn 2. Thank you so much. Those little bastards would eat me alive. Those pests ignored me and flew straight at him. Curious. I'll head back for now. Have this Strider's wounds seen to. There's those. Let's head up to this spot. Honestly, okay. Oh, Swarm Welcome can be unmarked. More to the point, everything else can be marked. Dismount. Dismount. Laundry. Which takes 37 years. Self-same strike that has felled many a god, you succeed in washing on the worst of the filth. However, the bedsheet is from what could be considered clean. So do it again. Dutifully resume working on the bedsheet, wringing and scrubbing with white-knuckled tenacity until it regains a semblance of its original color. However, some stains remain in evidence. Who did what to this bedsheet? Through sheer perseverance, you succeed in purging the sheet of all dirt and grime. However, the punishment has caused the cloth to warp. Whatever. Ask me if I care. That's Ashana's problem. Did do this without last time, but that was just to see if I could. Now that I know I can, let's not intentionally gimp ourselves. Lure out and slay the ant lions. Oh, this is the gazelle meat. Oh, apparently those are, like, crocodiles. Another spot over there. 2. Funnel in games. And then we head back and do the elephant quest. We're out how? No, it's up somewhere, wherever it wants me to be. What is it, like on top of that? Oh, nope, there they are. And done. Expecting you, Ant Slayer. Your task is simple. Hop on a Marid, ride it over to Vijala, and have it trample ants. We have placed bait there to lure them out. Once you have finished the task, feel free to dismount your Marid. It will make its own way back here. Okay. We're just gonna go airborne because it is faster. So it looks like there's no particular benefit to one over the other. Stompy. 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 Stompy! Oh. Stomp. Stomp. You done? Okay. We are gonna queue up for Kostromabanya, because all I have to do is read the 12-minute potential queue time. Yep, that'll do. This real quick. Funnel in games. The outlines lie dead, I trust. Thank you, Archon. Those ambushers were especially cunning, and knew not to reveal themselves to our hunting parties. As I suspected, however, they underestimated the might of a single adventure. It may take several more forays. Eventually they will come to fear this prey which bites back. Swarm welcome. Was Gift's plan a success? That is a relief. Being blasted by a griffin's wings was likely unpleasant, but better than suffer a slow death from a swarm. I'm told by my sisters that it was only those of certain stock who were targeted by the Vilekin.
They have a taste for Highlander blood, it would seem. Speaking of which, Gif is apparently terrified of those insects. He must have been glad indeed that you arrived to perform the rescue in his stead. Ants in the pants. Can feel the Mards lightly stomping all the way here. That should keep us free of ants for a time. Ours is a harsh land with little to sustain life. Creatures only do what they must to survive. That being said, we cannot well allow them to overrun the area. People's safety is our priority. Today you have done your part to ensure it. Please accept this as a token of our appreciation. Up Sheet Creek. Pray the sheet did not trouble you over much. Thank you, Archon. I shall take it off your hands now. My, this is amazing. How did you manage to get it so clean? Filthy as it had become, full ready was I to give up on it. But thanks to you and your unwavering determination, it may serve me for years to come. Or until it becomes filthy again. Ah, our guiding light returns. Tell me, were you able to obtain the Sarkosuchu's lard? Uh-huh. Excellent. With this much lard, we shall have sufficient light for a good many patrols. The refined oil burns long and strong, and we are known to have used it for our torches and bonfires since ancient times. That is not all of its applications. The refining process leaves behind a byproduct that makes a nourishing salve. There is no better cure for dry skin and scales. So you see, not only are you the light that guides, but you are also the salve that beautifies. How is that? Am I just improving? Okay, and... yeah. Alagiri's the next stop. We'll see. We got the next Guts Costume Rabanya queued up.